My millionaire neighbour turned our village into a battlefield. After 26-foot hedge blocked views, now I've had the last laugh. Good morning and welcome to another day here on planet Earth. I am your merry gardener. This is Medium Latte Extra Hot episode 145. I've got the worst memory. It's either 44 or 45. I think it's 45. But anyway, we're going to dive into this story and see what's going on. Millionaire versus old ladies. I think something along those lines. Let's have a little scroll through here. The height of the hedge had pitted these neighbours at war. Okay, I guess that's the millionaire. And these are the villagers. And you can see the map. I guess that's his one there with the swimming pool. And these must be over there with their tiny little plot there. And his giant hedge surrounding them. Okay. Pensioners have won a 3-year battle with a property tycoon neighbour, which saw the village turn into a battlefield. Residents of the idyllic Surrey, I nearly said hamlet of Brook, sounds very English, doesn't it, have been mired in a legal row that stemmed from a 26-foot hedge reducing light. You've got to have your light, mate. Dr. Andrew Cross, 64, and 3 others went to the High Court over the Lelandai with property boss Mark Dyer and wife Claire. The other Brook neighbours included retired bank executive David Small and his wife Susan, plus charity trustee Patricia Webb. Judge Karen, oh no, she's called Karen, and she's a judge. There's no hope. Judge Karen Walden-Smith decided in Dr. Cross's favour and determined the healthy and vigorous hedge should be cut back. Guildford Borough Council agreed that the hedge should be lopped down to a height of 4.3 metres, 14 foot. That's still pretty high, guys. But that was tweaked to 4.9, 16 foot by a planning inspector after an appeal by Mrs. Dyer. Mrs. Dyer tried to then overturn the appeal decision in the judicial review, but Judge Walden-Smith rejected Mrs. Dyer's application. A lawyer for Mrs. Dyer said that they are appealing the decision. Photos show the hedge only feet from Dr. Cross's home, dwarfing it and the other neighbours. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. Oh my God, it's huge. You can't even see the height. That, what you can see there, is only the bottom. Looks like a mixed... Is that ivy? That's ivy. That's ivy. You want to get an ivy off there, mate? Let's zoom in there. That is definitely ivy. Might be a mixed hedge. No, I think that's just ivy at the bottom. It could be a double hedge, I'm not sure. Let's fly back up. Where were we? Yeah, photos show the hedge only feet from Dr. Cross's home, dwarfing it and the other neighbours. Speaking outside of court after the ruling, Dr. Cross said, "My family and I are delighted with the decision, which comes almost 3 years after my high hedge complaint was lodged." Imagine being in a battle for 3 years, just like, oh, so much drama. Just like cut the hedge, man. The hedge is less than 15 feet from my front boundary. The hedge towers above the chimney pots of my home, reducing light and has a very overpowering effect on the entire frontage of my property. The battle had gone beyond the hedge. Oh no. Involved a series of court and planning rows. Maybe they should just, hey, let's take us outside, just have a fight. Mrs. Dyer filed an injunction to prevent the menacing gang? What? Of neighbours from objecting to future planning proposals and sought 1.3 million damages. That's interesting. Judge Dexter Diaz, KC, that's a strange one, refused to grant the interim injunction or award damages. Refused, denied. Just cut the bloody hedge. Okay, we're going to ditch that. We're going to ditch that. People, what do you think? Have you ever had any neighbourly disputes about hedges? It does crop up occasionally. I've been in the middle of a neighbourly dispute. And I think I told it in one of my past YouTube videos. But why not remind you exactly what happened? So I was working for an old lady in Brighton. And she asked me to cut her hedge down. and she gave me a clue that this might not go the way I normally cut hedges. She said, if you see my neighbour, please ignore her. This should have rung alarm bells, and this is a massive red flag. It's a learning point, because I did not, what I should have done, I should have gone and spoke to that neighbour, but I said, okay, I'd like to please my client. So I went and cut her hedge. Probably maybe 3 feet. She wanted it lowered, probably for light. It was a privet hedge. It wasn't massive. I needed a ladder. So I'm up the ladder cutting. I'm about a quarter of the way through. The neighbour comes running out, screaming and shouting at me, and I'm trying to honour my customer's word. Just ignore her. So I am ignoring her. This is not normal to do. Someone's waving at you, shouting at you, and I'm ignoring her. I've got my ear defenders on, so I go, I'm sorry, I can't hear. Carry on cutting. To the point where, like, this is so weird and awkward. She ends up ramming her arm into the hedge, saying, if you cut any more, you're going to cut my arm off. And I did hear that. I was like, okay. Time to down tools and speak to my client and her. I don't want it cut. Anyway, she explained to me why, well, in shouty terms, she didn't want it cut down. I was like, okay, look, I'm not going to cut anymore. I'm going to go and speak to, I can't even remember her name. I'm going to go and speak to her. You guys can sort this out. And then... And then basically they were not on speaking terms. They had a falling out, and very strangely, her daughter was married to the neighbour's son. So there was like some drama. There's some history there, and they had a falling out, and they don't talk. So what ended up happening? I said, I'm not doing this hedge until you guys sort this out, because I'm not, this is too much drama for me, man. I can't handle this. Anyway, she decided, can you reduce this, the wide hedge, can you reduce mine but leave hers up? The weirdest thing I've ever done. I've never done it I've been gardening for 30 years. That is the one and only time I had to do this. I had to reduce half the hedge width, leave the other half up, which seems completely pointless. But it made her feel like she's getting something done over a neighbour. And then I'm not disturbing the other neighbour. So we had a quarter of it short, and then the rest of it high, and then one half, oh my God, it looked ridiculous. But I got paid at the end of the day, so, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'll do it. So half drop, like a step. It was like a ding, ding, ding step. Drama. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. The sun is shining. It's bloody freezing. Wrap up warm. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow. So like, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Because when you do, you get a little ding-a-ling when I upload a video, which is every single day, Monday to Saturday. Join my community group, the Solo Gardeners community on Facebook. And watch out for my new podcast on Monday. See ya.